More views and subscribers on YouTube. 3 unorthodox tips I'm going to reveal to you today. Hey, fellow dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here. And first of all, Happy New Year. 2020 starts right now today, January 1st. It's a new year. It's a new decade. It doesn't matter what you did last year. It doesn't matter what you did last decade. It's about going forward. Looking out the windshield, not that rear view mirror. There's a reason the windshield is like 25, 30 times larger than the rear view mirror. So I know that's going to kind of sound weird if you're watching this video in June, but hell, it's January 1st. I just got done watching the Alabama Crimson Tide beat down my Michigan Wolverines, unfortunately. Anyhow, so I want to share these 3 tips with you that have helped me grow, and why I'm doing it is because last week on Christmas Day, I hit 700 subscribers, and then also last month I had, I think it was 91 subscribers, 91 subscribers in the month of December, which is 3 per day, so averaging 3 subscribers per day. So 2 little mini milestones. With that being said, I have been putting out 2 videos each and every week since July 1st of last year, so it's been 6 months. I have had hundreds of videos on my channel before that, and I'm at 700 subscribers. I would be lying to you if I didn't get discouraged. There's a lot of days I get very discouraged with this, with YouTube, and really anything business-wise or anything worthwhile. It could be health, it could be relationships. You have to have the mentality of it's a marathon, not a sprint, the whole tortoise and the hare thing. It's that each and every day, that whole slight edge, my favorite book, putting in the work, and slowly gaining. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't look at other YouTubers with 1/10 of the videos that I have with 100x more subscribers. Now, I know comparison is the thief of joy. I think it was Jim Rohn or someone who said that. It's a quote I love and try to remind myself of, but I fall in that comparison trap all the time. However, I have a lot of fun doing these videos. It's a lot of fun for me. A big reason I want Ava and Ashton to be able to watch these videos in the years to come. Also, what I've noticed is I gave up alcohol on April 20th of last year, of 2019. It was a 30-day challenge. And I gave up, and it turned into 8+ months. Now it's a little over 8 months now that I haven't had a drink of alcohol. Last night, New Year's Eve, was the first time I was sober in probably, I'm 38 now, probably 20 years, 19 years maybe, 19 or 20 years. So it wasn't hard. I wasn't tempted, at all. Actually, I was writing an email sequence as the ball dropped at midnight here. So I was working at midnight. I wanted to do that. So anyways, kind of went off on a little rant there. But the alcohol thing, what I wanted to say is, it's really interesting. I can look at the videos, and this is a benefit of doing YouTube. At least I find that not many people talk about. I've watched some videos from a couple years ago, and I just see my face. I can tell a difference. I can absolutely tell a difference. Now, I wasn't some full-blown alcoholic where I was drinking every day of the week. However, I did certainly have a problem with it, and I drank on Saturday nights. That was pretty much the only night I drank. But I did it alone, and I know the effects of alcohol, and it was 20 years of drinking, and I said, it's time to challenge myself to see if I can go 30 days. Like I said, it's turned into 8+ months. But it's interesting to look back on some of those videos and see weight gain, over the time, a clearer looking face, eyes are more open than when I was drinking heavily back in 2015 and 16. So that's another benefit of YouTube that I don't think people talk about. It's pretty cool to kind of look back on and see the changes. You can certainly gain weight too, so there could be negative effects too. But this instance, like I said, looking back, it's a positive thing of when I was drinking and now that I'm not drinking. So that's the benefit not many people talk about. Another one is I want Ava and Ashton to watch these videos in 20 years and show them to their kids. Who knows what the internet's going to be like or what the world's going to be like. And of course myself to look back on the things as well. So that's another reason. Those are 2 reasons I like doing YouTube videos. 2 of the reasons, I should say. There's many reasons, but those 2 reasons. Like I said, the mentality of the marathon, not a race. It's a little bit each and every day. And this first tip is a piece of software that I use. It's a free piece of software. A lot of YouTubers use it, so I'm not going to be revealing any secret here. But why I use it and how I use it, it's just to see those stats. And if you have a website or a blog and you have Google Analytics installed, you're going to understand. This is going to make total sense to you. It's seeing that, I'm getting more traffic, I'm getting more views, I'm getting more subscribers, slowly. It's that progression, and that builds momentum. And when you build momentum, you build confidence in yourself. And that's the secret. That is the absolute secret, is to build confidence. Speaking of confidence, I'm actually putting a book out on confidence. Beginning of February, maybe mid-February. It's going to be in the next, let's say, 4 to 6 weeks. Not sure on the title yet. Not sure on the title. I'm just gonna keep it at that. But it is coming. I'll let everyone know more about that in the coming weeks here. So that watching this software I use is basically a confidence hack in a sense. It's all about measuring. I'm a big fan of measuring everything. You can't improve what you don't measure. It's a quote by Peter Drucker. Some version of that. I've kind of hacked it to my own wording. But I really like that, and that ties into my second tip. Is it's a spreadsheet I use. It's a pretty plain spreadsheet. I measure 4 KPIs, key performance indicators of ones that I look at each and every month, and I just track them on a monthly. Each and every month I track them, and making sure that I'm hopefully those numbers, all 4 of those numbers, are increasing each and every month. So it's kind of nice to kind of look at it each and every month to look at that. And it's all these stats are in the YouTube studio that I'll show you how to get. Measuring anything, whether it's your bank account, whether it's your income, whether it's your debt, if you're trying to get out of debt, maybe you're measuring like your biceps, your chest, with one of these little things. It's going to be very, very hard to improve if you're not measuring it. So the measuring it goes throughout life, not just your YouTube channel. It could be your email subscribers, watching your email subscribers go. Certainly money in the bank for your business, measuring that each and every day to make sure hopefully it's going up and up and up month after month after month. So that's the second tip. And then the third tip is it's not as unorthodox. It's not as unique, but I have seen it's helped with increase my watch time, and it certainly increased my views, and most likely my subscribers. It's a little bit hard to track all 3 of those, but I'll reveal that tip as well. So let's dive right in with this first tip on the free software that I use to kind of hack my mind and help me increase my confidence. All right, so here is the software that I use. A little side note, Jim Rohn, I got him playing all the time in the background. If I'm doing the dishes, cleaning the house, I got Jim Rohn YouTube playing on the TV downstairs, and I've heard him hundreds of times, but outstanding. It's so refreshing. If your mindset needs a jolt, I listen to it in the car on the podcast all the time. I have such an admiration for him. Great motivation. A little off topic there, but anyway, so here is the YouTube thing. So there are 2 of them actually. There's 2 pieces of software. They're both free. One is called TubeBuddy. I just started using this one about a week ago. I actually have the paid version for this one. The other one is called vidIQ. And as you can see up here, it's got these little stats. So in YouTube, you have to have 4,000 hours in the last 365 days to start to be in their partner program, where they pay you for, where you can put ads on your videos. As you can see, I'm at 1.2, 1,200 viewing hours in the last 12 months. So I think it says about 31% to the 4,000. So I'm quite a ways away from the 4,000. But that 1.2, there was a time when it was at when it's less than 100, it'll show the whole number. Be at 928 hours, 931 hours, and it slowly started increasing. And just watching that number increase was motivating. Like I said, it built momentum, it built confidence. However, once it hit the 1,000, I've been on 1.2 for a while, and I don't know if I'm at 1,210 or 1,285 hours, so it's not as motivating anymore. However, the 60, this is how many views in the last 60 minutes. This is how many views in the last 48 hours. I know if I'm over like 225, it's pretty good in the 2-day, in a 48-hour span. And then 728 is the subscribers. So I can kind of just see that. Those are just the 4 that I keep an eye on, and you can just kind of click them here. So now I got the last week, 780. The last 7 days, this is minutes watched. I could add that, but these are just the 4 that I like. You can kind of play around with it. And then another one that I like to look at is average minutes watched. I think this is over the last 7 days, which this is more than my average total, over the last 30 days, which I'll show you in just a second. But vidIQ, I'll put a link down below. I really like it for this feature. They got some other cool features here on the side. I'm not going to go over those, but TubeBuddy is another one. They're very, very similar. I don't really know the differences. The TubeBuddy has a cool keyword tool that I like using, but a lot of them are very similar. TubeBuddy shows the tags here, and then here is the tags for vidIQ, and then it shows where you rank on each of these tags, which is pretty cool. You can see your videos. If there's a lot of blue rankings, that's good. I got a couple videos where I got I don't know, 12 or 13 different, they're ranking for 12 or 13 different keywords. So pretty cool little tool. Like I said, I mainly use it for just this thing up here. It just, I constantly see it. It's constantly seeing the stats. So vidIQ, another tool that I forgot to mention, I might as well cover it. It's called Social Blade. I've talked about this one before. This one's slick. I use this, a lot. You can check out other YouTubers. You search their name right here. You can do it for Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Dailymotion, Mixer, and DLive. I usually just use it for YouTube. I think I've done Twitter a couple times, but it's cool. You can check out, like I said, other YouTubers and see where they're going. You see how many uploads here, how many subscribers, how many video views. Just crossed over 200,000. And then the date the channel was created. As you can see, I'm going on 10 years of YouTubes, man. I've been on this channel, that's a long time. Then it gives you like a little grade. It shows you your Social Blade rank, subscriber rank, and it shows all this, 89 subscribers for the last 30 days, estimated monthly earnings. I find this number is a bit on the low side if it's marketing people, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But this is kind of the chart that I like to look at. You can kind of see per day, you know. So December 19th, I had 1 subscriber. It went to 681. I had 84 people watch the videos, and that's the total is in the black column here. So just kind of cool to kind of look, the daily averages, the weekly averages, and then of course the last 30 days, and then the views are right here. So 3,000 views, 700, a little over 700 views in the last week, and then I average about 100 views a day. So this is a cool tool, like I said, to kind of look on other people's. Like I said, don't compare yourself too much like I do, but it is kind of cool to kind of see your progress here and kind of see how things are going. And again, looking at those numbers, it's a confidence booster, it's a momentum booster. Of course, when you go negative, it can be a negative. The momentum works the opposite way. It'll be like a red, a negative sign, -3 subscribers or whatever, something along those lines. So those are the 2 free tools that you can use. That's the tip number 1, is to kind of, like I said, to help build confidence and build momentum. The second tip is my spreadsheet. As you can see, I created this probably 6 months ago or so, and I just capped it off about an hour ago. I got a yearly total for 2019. I find it very interesting. So in the yearly total, so let's go over this real quick on the left-hand side. So, I track views, watch time, subscribers, and then average duration, for that month, you know. And it's just kind of interesting to kind of look back on. Like I said, July 1st is when I really started upping my content game, putting out 2 YouTube videos each and every week. And then as you can see, it takes some time, you know. I put in some videos. I was at 3,400, 4,200, you know, and then in September, all of a sudden, it more than doubled. It almost 3 times itself at 9,900 views, or 9,900 minutes of, or hours of watch time. Then October I went down a little bit, November I went back up, and then December I closed out, and then I bold the numbers for my best month. So November I actually had more views than I did in December. In December I had an extra day too, so didn't hit my number there, so I couldn't bold it. However, I did hit the best watch time I've had, the most subscribers in a month I've had, and then what I really like is the average duration, the watch time. This is, YouTube ranks your videos on watch time. So as you can see, back in July I was at 236. 6 months later I'm at 335. So I've increased it a minute, which is really, really good. So I'm happy with that. The subscribers, as you can see, have damn near tripled since August and September. And then, of course, the watch time, the total watch time, that is, has been somewhat steady since September, which probably isn't, it did increase a little bit here. But what I find interesting is that the 2019 and the 2018, very similar. I mean, I had actually more views last year, or 2 years ago in 2018 than I did in 2019. Now I did put out a lot of videos in 2018. I put out, I think, 60 plus videos. So that makes sense. I'm not sure how many videos I put out in September, or in 2019. So this is a little spreadsheet I use, kind of maybe mimic it if you want, but it really helps me. Like I said, I didn't push hard enough at the end of this month, at the end of December with the holidays and that. It just got kind of difficult, but I certainly could have pushed a little harder to get those 3,100 views at like 3,300, you know, cause like I said, I like to bold each and every month. I like to increase in all 4 of these categories. However, 3 or 4 is not too bad. So that's the second tip. And then the third tip is I've been posting the videos on my blog. Now I know that's not like that unorthodox of a tip. I just updated some images. I had my designer create some new images because I was using my YouTube thumbnails. I was using this one right here, and I don't really want like my face all over it, so I want it to be more generic. Although I'm not crazy about that, Dad, but I do like how this image came out. And then, like I said, pretty much it's the whole video, and how I do it, it's pretty much the whole video just in written form. And you could go to rev.com and you could transcribe your videos. You send them the video, and it's $1 a minute. I forgot how many. Let's see how. So this is 13 minutes. So it would have costed me $13 to transcribe this video, which I might do in the future. However, what I do is I put my headphones on and I listen to the video and then I type it. Because a lot of times I'll mention something in the video and then I'll want to expand on it, I guess I should say, in the blog. So then I was like, oh, you know what? I didn't really talk about in the video. I want to go a little deeper on that topic, you know? So then so the blog post is a little bit more. And then sometimes in the video, I'll hear a point and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to cover that in the blog post. Hopefully they'll watch it, you know. So the blog post and the video aren't identical. They're very, very, very similar, but there's going to be some points in the video that I don't cover in the blog post and vice versa. That's kind of why I didn't want to do rev.com as well, because I wanted that. I wanted them to be somewhat different. But again, if they just read the blog post and or just watched the video, they would get 4 traits, you know. They would really understand that. So like I said, that's helped with the views and subscribers, and that'll be long term, you know. Hopefully over time, this blog will start ranking for these keywords. So now when people search dadpreneur or something along those lines, they'll find this, the blog post, and they'll find the YouTube video. So there you have it, Dadpreneurs. Those are the 3 tips that I have been using to steadily increase my views and subscribers. As you can see, that last one obviously is not that unorthodox, but that's kind of it's repurposing the content, which, like I said, I'm not recreating it. I'm spending all this time doing the video, doing the keyword research, filming the video, sometimes doing 27 takes. Now, most times I knock it out in 1 or 2, but sometimes I just, it takes me 27 times. So I might as well just repurpose that content. And like I said, I just put in my headphones. I like doing it that way. I don't know. I just put the headphones in and then I just type. That blog post that you just saw, the Dadpreneur one, was just a shade under 2,000 words. So that's a huge, huge blog post. And it didn't take me more than an hour to write. Because again, I would just listen to it and then type, you know, hit pause in there and just expand on it. So that was kind of purely by accident. I started doing that a couple weeks ago, but I really like doing it. And it's like, hey, it gives me blog content, repurpose the content, spend all the time doing the keyword research, creating the video. Why not reshare it or repurpose it onto the blog? So that last tip, it kind of covers a few areas with the repurposing, getting more views and subscribers, and obviously more traffic to your website. So those are the 3 tips. Hey, if you like these types of tips, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and click that little bell notification, because I release 2 videos each and every week for your viewing pleasure. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, drop them down below. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll try to find someone who can. I'll try to point you in the right direction, the right resource, something. We'll try to solve that problem. As always, thank you very much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Happy New Year. 2020 is here. I wish you nothing but the absolute best.